So first trend. This one is less relevant these days. Maybe it's kind of making a comeback. I don't know.
So a lot of people just are diehard BMX. You know, they love everything about it, any new trend that comes their way, even if it's super stupid. Well, a lot of people, you know, that's the most case. They're just super open-minded, they love it, and no one really has a problem with any of these trends. Well, I fucking do. I made this video, like the one I just showed you, like a year ago, because I Googled stupid BMX trends to kind of get some ideas. And sure enough, that's the first thing that popped up, me a year ago, sitting in this same room, which is funny because I don't even live here anymore. I live in Kansas City, but I'm visiting home, and I'm remaking the same video, but that one had a lot of older stuff, but this is all completely a joke, just for fun. You know, and like I was saying, the open-mindedness in BMX is the one good thing that we're good at is making fun of ourselves, and we know how to have a good time. You know, we're not super close-minded, like, oh, he doesn't like this, he must be an asshole, he's stupid. No. We're really good about that, you know, open-minded. We appreciate the trends, and when something comes certain way, they're like, okay, like, we're down with it. So I thought I'd make another video talking about the new stupid trends that I've noticed that I don't really think are stupid, but we're gonna, you know, for the sake of the video, talk about some stupid trends, and I'm gonna pretend to hate them for the next 10 minutes. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My name is Greyson Roberts. I do bike roasts, make vlogs, how-tos, and I guess I'm gonna start making random videos like these. If you've been here before, make sure you hit the link in my description, go pick up your merch. And one thing that I noticed back then is, first of all, I was wearing fake Ray-Bans. That wasn't cool. Second of all, I did way too much talking, so we're just gonna get straight into the video. So these are all, this video that we were just watching was made a year ago, and there have been some new trends, of course, like anything ever that came around. And I wrote down a few trends that, you know, they don't really float my boat. If anything, they kind of just really grind my fucking gears. I am visiting home, and my poor sweet mother is downstairs having to listen to me make these videos. First trend is riding with super bent wrists.
Like ride like this. Then you pull bars like. Fuck, dude. There you go.
Now I didn't really notice this because personally I don't go around watching a ton of BMX videos. I like what I like, as with anybody else, but Dylan Ashlock, homeboy, you guys know him, he's in the vlogs all the time, he watches anything BMX. He eats, sleeps, shits, repeats BMX. So he picked up on this trend and he showed it to me, and I think I puked in my mouth a little bit. It's riding with super bent wrists. You know what else stupid trend I don't like is crooked filming. What the hell? Is riding with your, like, you're riding your bike and then you ride with your bents, your wrists super bent. It's just a stupid look. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm not gonna like plug people doing it in because, like I said, this is all for a joke. I'm gonna plug in exactly the style that I mean. You're riding like this, and not only does this look stupid, like your wrists are broken or super weak, it looks like you're gonna take a shit because you're riding on your bike and your ass is sticking out. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do a pull-up bar and a crank flip with my dickies. Speaking of dickies, that leads us into the next trend. The next trend is, now, okay, when I say trend, a lot of this stuff has been in BMX and just kind of the culture and in real life for a long time. But when it comes to the kids kind of catching on to things again, like for example, free coasters. So they've been around for ages, but the kids started liking them and they came back. And that's what I mean by trend, if that makes sense. This whole video is kind of stupid. It doesn't really make sense in the first place, but just bear with me and hit that subscribe button. Maybe even consider the like, post notification bell if you're really feeling generous. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, I'd stop watching. No. Anyway, so yeah, baggy dickies. So I see this is huge. Everybody I ride with, not everybody, but any like serious BMX rider that I ride with wears baggy dickies, and for the most part, they're rolled. Like, you know, they're cuffed at the bottom. Dylan Ashlock did this. Mason did this. Grant does this. The owner of my favorite bike shop does this. Everybody wears the same pants, super baggy, cliche skater looking. To me, it just looks like you came out of the night shift on a gas station, you know? I don't like that look. You know, it's not me. But I can't say anything because every time I go to the skate park, at least like 4 people are like, what, are you gonna go to a fucking tennis match? Hey, faggot, you gonna go play a game of golf? You gonna go play a couple rounds? Play some putt-putt, you bitch? I don't really dress like anybody in BMX at all because I like to wear like shorts and fluorescent clothing, even though I'm wearing just literally... Holy shit. Literally just black and white. Uh-oh. Go get your boss merch. Wow, I just stomped all my jewelry. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're back. Yeah, so the baggy dickies. Everybody looks the exact same. It doesn't really make any sense. And Dylan's first pair of dickies was because he worked at a car wash. And that's like just the cheap, random, generic clothing that they gave him to wear for a uniform. Sure enough, that's what everybody in BMX likes to wear. They love the dickies. Well, I feel like you look like a dick and you suck it too. That was... I just want to make it very clear that this is all a joke and just so we can laugh at ourselves. Because there are plenty of dumb shit that I do that people hate. Which is fine. Anyway, the next thing. Okay, so this is going to get a lot of hate because the BMX community loves this. But keep in mind, it's a fucking joke is the old school kind of VX filming that's really choppy. So it's basically standard definition. It's like a tape recorder type deal, VX. I don't really know anything about it because it's personally not my thing at all. I like the HD, you know, innovating, doing the future stuff, you know, more frame rates, higher quality, stuff like that. That's just kind of me, just like as a person. I just like innovating and pushing forward. And there's a lot of people still doing the super old school filming, and they're purposely making it super choppy. So I saw this video of a kid wearing super baggy Dickies, 4-piece bars, which is we're gonna talk about in a second, super bent wrists, and the guy filming him was the standard definition, fisheye, really close, and he was like doing like a tooth bonk or like a crank flip or a pull-up bar, whatever the trendy fucks do these days. And the guy unnecessarily stomped around like an idiot. You could hear his feet stomping for no fucking reason. Literally just like, oh, I'm point blank, I don't need to move at all. I just need to make the camera go from point A to point B, and it's gonna look very good. But instead he goes all over the place. Unnecessary shaking. It's just, I don't know if it's the aesthetic they're looking for. I don't know what it is. That one I really don't understand. And when I see videos like that, I'm like, oh, you know, I feel like we're just moving backwards instead of pushing forwards. But I will say, I do enjoy some VX edits, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to say that they suck and they're... I know I'm going to get comments. I know I'm going to get comments from literally guys, Kyle from Reds BMX. He's going to be the first guy in the comments like, oh, you ungrateful millennial, fuck you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the old school filming, not my cup of tea. I'll see if I can't find an example, but Dylan's out of town by the time I'm going to get back, 'cause he's at X Games. Fuck you for that, by the way. Thanks for the invite. So I'll have to have him find me a video clip or a video that I can pull a clip from to get that example, because I can't really, like, even with this camera, it's like HD, high frame rate, and like it's stable, so I can't really get that much, you know, I can't make it look like it's supposed to, but I'm gonna try my best. This next one, actually the last video I made, it may have been a vlog last video, but it was like the bike fanny pack. Not sure what this is. It looks like a taco holder. I'll plug in a picture right now. This bike was in my bike roast, the last one, and I made fun of it because it's just so unnecessary. It looks gross. It just doesn't make any sense. I feel like it hit me when I'm trying to pinch for bars and stuff, and it just, what would you put in there? It looks like it holds tacos. You putting your dildos in there? I don't understand. It's not really big enough to hold like any significant tools. Maybe you're gonna roll up your Dickies and put them in there. I don't know. Keep spare tennis balls in case you want to look like an extra douchebag and throw them in your spokes. So yeah, I would say tennis balls is a stupid trend, but that died. That was a trend when I made the video like a year ago. I see a lot of people still doing that, and they don't. You put tennis balls in your spokes if you have loose spokes. It's what they're for. It's supposed to create tension in there to make your wheel feel better. If you don't have the proper tool to fix it right then and there, but kids are just throwing it in there, they're what? So the bike fanny packs, not my, what else could I say? I've said, float my boat. I literally just like threw that back in my, I have a really weird habit of like when I want to sneeze, or like I sneeze, I like want to puke. So one of these days, I'm just gonna projectile vomit all over the place. Now the next, okay, this really isn't that much of a trend, but a lot of people are doing it just because pros are doing it and it looks cool, so I would consider it a trend because I know even in my friend group, they're being influenced by these people riding these bars, and that's the sole reason, not functionality, just because these guys are riding it. And that's kind of, you know, and once an influencer does something and the common follow, that's a trend, you know, that's what a trend is, and is in BMX, he's been around forever. But I'm just throwing this in here. 4-piece bars, what's the fucking point? They look street grimy and gross. You'll never catch me rocking 4-piece bars, and occasionally there are some bike setups that look really clean with 4-piece bars, but most of the time, it looks like that bike that got left on the street, that's chained up, that's missing a wheel, you know, pop tires, and that bike has the, you know, raw, fucking sketched out 4-piece bars. If you ride 4-piece bars, you've got to ride Dickies, you know, you got to do that. But if you know, ride Dickies, you're probably like, fuck it, we'll throw a tennis ball in there. And while we're at it, let's throw that dumbass fanny pack to hold our vaporizer. Have this little fanny pack so we can smoke the marijuana at the spot. Oh my god. I forgot what I was talking about. It took me a long time to come up with that stupid thing. Oh yeah, 4-piece bars. So I just don't like 4-piece bars. Shout out to Devin Anderson. He has like one of the sketchiest bikes I've ever seen. He's a fantastic rider, but he rides 4-piece bars, Dickies. He doesn't have the fanny pack. He doesn't really do the old school choppy thing. And he doesn't really ride with bent wrists, but the 4-piece bars and the Dickies are enough for me. Shout out to Devin. And he drives a bright yellow Mustang. Alright guys, this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stupid trends in BMX in my opinion. Like I said, this is totally a joke. I don't hate any of this stuff. I'm very open-minded, you know, do what you want. If you love BMX, that's tight. Everybody's unique. You get one life, so do whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, So if you want me to make more kind of sitting down, kind of topic talking videos like this, I haven't done this in a very long time. Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas. I'm thinking about starting to review my parts because yeah, I got hooked up with a very nice bike. So I feel like it's a lot of parts that people are maybe considering getting in the future. So I feel like I could make a good amount of information reviewing this stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button, it really helps. If you'd like, go check out the merch, but of course, you never have to spend a dime. You being here isn't enough for me. See you in the next video.
I need 10 so I can look at the snakes and poses. I need 10 cause bomb head is non-disclosure. I need 10 so I can live with a peace of mind without niggas taking a piece of mine.